Can you take a 7-tip blog post about traveling secrets, and 2 lead magnets, and turn it into a profitable mini course with bonuses? We are going to show you how to bundle that in just a moment and answer that question right after this. Welcome, everyone, to episode 141 of the Content Profit Show. This is Jeff Herring, your host. And every time I give that number, I want to thank everyone. Guests like Cara right over there, and all the guests over the years, the supporters, the people that are here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Couldn't be doing this if it wasn't for you. Now, we're doing a lot of renovation here in the background on a lot of things. You'll see that in coming weeks. That's announcement one. Announcement two, Summer of Profit. We did the first one in 22, and basically it was during my summer of when I had crossed a bucket list thing off my adult dream list. I always wanted to sell or give away at most everything, and just live in the North Georgia mountains for a summer. And so got rid of everything except my car, my dog, and my laptop. And we did the Summer of Profit. We did it again last year, and this year, first year we showed you how to create 7 products. Last year, 3. This year, we're creating a product for you. Okay, we're gonna create your just so happens mini course, Cara, for you, and then teach you how to and help you launch it, promote it, and profit from it for now and in the future. So what I want you to do, folks, watch your emails. This is crazy. I've never done this before. I'm making it open at midnight tonight, okay? Because this is all over the world. So some people are going to be already still be up. Some will be just getting up. And those of us, Cara, that are on the East Coast, we can find it in the morning. So watch your email for that. Let me introduce to you Cara Dowling, who is the founder of Firefly Travel Co. And we've already had a great time chatting before we started, so I know we're going to have a great guest here. Welcome to the show, Cara.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here.
Well, I am excited for you to be here too. How did you come to be in the travel company niche?
Well, I am a lover of the travel myself, and so also organically was getting asked to help people go places, and I thought, well, I might as well make a buck in the process, right? And it's something I enjoy doing, and if I can put a little work in that and make a little money on the side to help people, go on their dream vacation, why not, right?
I think that's a great idea, and I can tell you've got a heart for it.
I love it.
You like doing that for people.
I sure do. I feel like I've got the one thing I want to get to is a place where I'm not like having heart palpitations while I have a person on a trip. Like I feel like over time I'll settle into that, knowing I've done all the things, but I just worry like I'm on my own vacation.
I understand that, and the thing to remember is, you're good at this.
Thank you. Yes, that is a great reminder. Yes.
And you take care of people. So there you go.
All
right. What's the dream?
The dream is to have a staff of agents under me within my company, that I move maybe a little less out of planning myself and more into mentoring them.
I like it. And you get to do your love, travel, and
that's
it's
right.
Kind of a write-off, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I love it. That's a cool thing.
Yeah. Heck yeah.
All right. So let's dive in here. We're going to look at your blog post and your lead magnets, and then we're going to build something.
Okay.
All right. So time is money. Why busy families should use a travel agent. Absolutely love that topic, because you're teaching people to hire you, which is a really good thing to do. And so let's look at the content here. All right, I love it. 7 different tips: saves time, expert advice and recommendations, special deals and perks, etc. Great job. And what something like this really lends itself to is some kind of course, okay? Because you've got 7 chunks of info, and I'm thinking mini course. We'll get to that in just a moment. I love the opening line. As a busy professional, what if I told you all you had to do was pack and show up? Y'all, listen, whether you're listening to this live or on the replay, and I don't even know if you did this, Cara, but there's a lot to unpack in that opening sentence, okay? You've identified him as a busy professional. You've asked a question, and all you got to do is pack and show up. Where do I sign? Okay. The number 1 realtor in America is here in the Atlanta area. And he'll say, he'll do his commercial and ends, his tagline going out is Atlanta, start packing. Like,
I like that. Yep.
yeah, good man.
Yep.
Same thing you're doing here. Start packing and enjoy. All right. Awesome. Now let's look at, I love this lead magnet. Tired of the kids fighting in line at Disney? I love it. Disney magic made easy. Okay, cut wait times, increase smiles. It's a guide. Wonderful. Okay. Because yeah, I've been a kid at Disney and I've had kids at Disney.
Oh my gosh. The most common problem, right?
Yes, yes. I still remember, this is in the 70s, but I still remember my dad going, how much for a hamburger? Like, you should see it now, Dad. And so, yeah, to get the most out of Disney, not everybody knows this, most don't, but you do need a guide, or else you're going to be hot, sweaty, irritable, and your feet are going to hurt.
Right.
You do it the right way, you just got to enjoy it. Okay, so that is an excellent bonus for what we're doing. And we'll talk about why that's important in a minute. And then this other one is 16 tips for saving money on a cruise. I'm sorry, 15 tips. I love it. And oh, I hadn't looked at the whole thing. This is a 1-pager.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
Yeah, I've played around with my lead magnets on whether people appreciate it in 1 page or if they like to absorb it slowly, like with the first one you showed. So I've played around with that format a bit.
Do you have one that responds better?
I feel like I have gotten about the equal response on the 2 because they get it after they opt in. So I don't know that I've seen a big difference.
Yeah, because see, you could do both. You could use this because it's really a preview of coming attractions.
Right.
And then you go deeper. I love this. Who is that? Who is that you're leaning on?
That is my business partner, Ashley.
Hello, Ashley.
Yeah.
I love it. I can tell you guys are buddies.
Yeah, we have a good time.
I love it. All right, let's look at the rough draft of an ascension model, talking about Cara's new content profit empire or travel company empire. Lots of things, everything on here, from ebooks to membership, you can build with this. Reason I'm starting at mini courses is that this lends itself well to that. It's one of the easiest, if not the easiest, to create, although there's a lot to it. And it can become so many other things. That's 3 reasons. Here's a bonus reason. You can turn everything in there into something else. Okay. And so there's so much you can do this. And there's one reason playing in the back of my head that's not there. So it'll come. All right. So mini course. And oh, I know what it was. It can be a lower ticket of entry, and so you get a customer and you've got somebody in here where you can send all these other things to them. Okay. Now you've got 7 tips, right? And so one of the things to decide is, do we make this a 7-module mini course? And we'd have to put short in front of module, 7 short modules. Or what we could do is take, 3 of these, the first, or 2 of these, first 3, first 3, next 2, and next 2, and make that 3 modules. Okay. Probably lean that way, turning it into 3 modules, because while you can create a module out of each one of these, or even an ebook or a master class out of each one of these, even if you say it's going to be short, quick, to the point, people see 7 and think this is going to be long. Okay. And so, yeah, um, down into 3. And each module would be video training where you just talk like this to the folks about, you know, um, each of these, each of these things. Now, you're probably like me, Cara, and most people are. I absolutely hate being read to if it's in front of
Oh,
me.
yeah. Yeah.
You want to read a book to me and I'm not read good. That's cool. But this, no. And so, this would be your guideline to start riffing and saying more on a video. For each of the modules, I wouldn't go more than 15, 20 minutes um, for these 3 things because attention spans are short now
Right.
and getting more so. All right. And so video, and then you could just put each one of these chunks in there as something to refer back to, as the text content. And then I've got an idea. I'm pretty sure I'm right about this because it looks to me like your niche, it lends itself, almost screams, create a checklist.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Travel checklist, right?
Yep.
Um, I remember the first married vacation I took um, with, with my then wife. And my idea of getting ready was simple. Okay. I clear my calendar for 2 weeks and we throw some stuff in the car and head north because we were going to north of Philadelphia. Okay. No, 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 no. Her version was checklists. Remember triptychs from AAA?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Triptych, reservations, and numbers at all the places we were staying. I'm like, this is just the opposite. And we got lost one time. She was panicking and said, we're lost, aren't we? I said, no. And I stole this line from MASH. I said, no, I've been lost before. This isn't what it looks like. No.
That's great.
So we'd have a checklist in there for each module. And that by itself would be valuable. We could look at other components like a guide, a quiz, a workbook. And then, a pre-module of get started here, get them a quick win, post-module of what to do next. And you've got your mini course. Makes sense so far?
It does. Yep. I am
And
tracking.
the tracking, I love it. The beautiful thing with your stuff is it's created. We just got to repurpose it. Video, checklist, maybe even templates.
Yep.
That's an interesting thought. Do you have any templates now about trips you send people on?
I do. Yep.
Okay.
I do have some templates. I feel like I've evolved over the past few years where they've kind of gotten better. I look back at what I originally was doing and they've gotten so much better.
Cool. So we can use that too. And the cool thing is, going back to our ascension model, we focused on a mini course. The cool thing about a mini course is that you can use the same content and work down, take just one of those 7 and it's a master class.
Right.
Okay? You could take each one of those and thank you, motorcycle driving by. And turn it into an ebook, or you could take that 7 and it could become an ebook. That could even be a giveaway to folks for people that you're wanting to sign up for your list, and then you can go up. A course would be a longer thing, maybe a course on each one of those tips. A flagship course is something that you become known for. Okay, and it's bigger. It's got more meat to it. In general, a mini course is 1 to 3 modules. A course is 3 to 5, and a flagship course is 5 to 7. If you ever get past 7 modules, you either need to condense them down into a few less, or create another course. And then a short-term membership. Okay, now,
Right.
Why a short-term one? Because people still get leery of signing up for a monthly, right?
Yep.
You and I are both old enough. Remember Columbia House Records?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and you could, get, I don't know, 11 for a penny or $1 or something. And then
Yeah.
they'd send you one, overpriced one every month, and you had to take it if you didn't refuse it in advance. Okay. It was almost impossible to get out of, and it really annoyed my parents. And that's why I love short-term ones, because you can have with any one of these topics, and even this whole thing, you could create a short-term. What do you got? 7 tips, a short-term 7 or 9 tip short-term membership, where each week you give them a video and a to-do. Okay.
Yep.
The cool thing about that, the first ones I did, I think the first one was multiple streams of article income, and then article marketing for beginners. And the one with article marketing for beginners, I learned a lot because I divided it into 3 weeks. Okay.
Yep.
3 months, right? I just looked at our Q&A, and hi, whoever.
Yeah.
I love it. I remember those days. A lot of my students feel like they grew up with my sons. I'm going
Oh,
to put
that's
this on the screen. My buddy Phil said, I've had a lot of women tell me to pack.
that's funny.
Well done, Phil. Well done. Okay. And so you do it for, I like to stretch it out in 3 months, like I did with article marketing for beginners, and charge $37 a month. Okay. And you can do a lot of things from there, because then let's say you're going to build a membership, which this really screams for. And you can say, hey, you guys have been paying me for 3 months, $37 a month. You're used to it. Let's just keep doing it.
Right.
And you'll be in the membership. And then they get like travel discounts. I mean, people that are like, you are your own best client, because
Right.
you like to travel, and you get people that, anytime they go somewhere, you're going to save them money, save them time, money, and stress. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This isn't just a mini course here, Cara. It's an empire
Yeah.
in the making. So, getting a glimpse of what's possible here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Who was that tried to sneak in the back door?
Oh, my child that is out of school now.
I totally understand. How old?
15.
Okay, I get
Yeah.
it.
It probably involved food.
Yes, of course. John and Caleb were 12 and 4 when I started doing this. Now they're 29 and 22.
Oh,
I remember, though, the rule was I'm going to be online live. Okay. Don't come get me unless there's blood and lots of it.
that's right.
And that was the the hint. Don't do
Yes.
this unless it's an emergency.
Yes. You got to be very specific.
That's right. That's right. Any questions so far with what we've done?
So from a client value, right?
Nope.
So the where I question myself is in the instance of, let me plan your vacation and all you have to do is show up and pack and show up, right? In terms of monetizing that into a course someone would want to take. So if you take the first item in the list, I don't have it memorized, but it's saves time or something like that. Getting someone to pay me, what was the first item?
Saves time.
Yep, save time. So getting someone to sit through a module about how my business as a travel agent would save them time, that is where I struggle a little bit. And maybe it's more about if it's a course on teaching travel agents how to sell a client on using them to save time, right?
Okay. You've really got in some ways we could take a website or build one for you, and what's that thing my old mentor Tom Antion says? Separate them at birth. Okay.
Right.
Straight down the middle. One side is, are you a travel agent? Other side is, do you want to travel?
Yeah.
And that would take them on different paths. So it's not either or. You could do both.
Yeah.
And don't worry if that is confusing to you, because if you had it, you wouldn't be here, right?
Right.
That's why you scheduled this.
Yep.
And so almost everybody has that that fear, like, why would somebody want to do this? Why would they listen to me, and why would they pay me for this?
Right.
Yeah. And what I learned is that we each have a unique skill set. Um, I helped run an adolescent drug treatment center for 6 years before I opened my private practice. And, um, I'd go into a group of 8 kids and run a group, and my colleagues would be looking at me like in horror. What are you doing? 8 teenagers. And I'm thinking, I used to do 45 at once in a group room when I was the only adult on campus.
Right.
And what I quickly found out in in Tallahassee was people were scared of teenagers, and I love them, still do, still work with them.
Yeah.
And so when people would tell me, you're really great with teens, I'd think, well, yeah, but I breathe well too.
Yeah.
And don't underestimate the value of what you have. Now, one of the things we'll do is put it in the biggest thing is packaging it in ways that are going to make people go, oh, heck yeah.
Right.
And in marketing, saves time, makes money, saves stress, are three of the biggies. You've got at least three of them.
Right.
So we can put that together.
Awesome.
Remember what I said about this being the fastest 20 minutes?
Yeah. There we are, right?
We're there. So very good. There's so much we can do here. Thank you, Cara, for doing this. I'm excited for you, honestly, with what we can do with this. And excited about helping you with that dream of, doing this from home.
Absolutely.
Instead of that stinking day job, or transition into it. Whatever works best. Okay, so folks, thank you all for being here. Thank you, Cara, for bringing such great stuff and being a great guest. And now, you know what? I wasn't going to do this, but since I mentioned it, you guys are going to get early access. And Cara, don't you do this, because I want to talk to you about it first.
Okay.
But I'm going to give you guys the link for what's going live tonight at midnight. Let's see, SOP, Summer of Profit 2024. Everything is complete except the landing page it takes you to. So folks, if you're listening live or on the replay, you'll be able to get this over the next 5 days, and it is now in your chat. All right, so again, I didn't plan on doing that. That's just an extra for you for being here. Thank you. And we'll see you again, folks, on episode 142. Until then, go use this stuff. And again, Cara, thank you for being a great guest and bringing great stuff.
Thank you.
And we will see y'all, like I said, in episode 142.